So thanks for your hard work on question 3 of the January 2017 iMedia R081 question paper. This week we'll go through the answers to question 3, and then you need to have an attempt at question 4. So it says, BG Style magazine will include images of clothes and styles that are still being created by designers and are not yet being produced for sale in shops. The clothes in the images are the intellectual property of the designers. So describe one step for 2 marks that BG Style must take so that they can use these images. It's a describe question, so that means we've got to write 2 things, 2 points linked together. So we'll have a look at the mark scheme here. You need to acknowledge or attribute the person who owns the image, so that's the designer. Where do you do that? Well, in the article that you're creating. So a link to it. Just to acknowledge or attribute, say who it belonged to in the first place. You need to get permission from the designer in order for them to be used. So before you use them, you need that permission. I also gave you some additional challenges of a description of each of these terms linked to Creative Commons. So copyright is what we've described already, where somebody owns the intellectual property rights. And property means something that you own. Intellectual property means it might not physically exist, but you can still own the rights to it. Public domain means that anybody can find it. It's not really owned by anybody, so you can't be sued for using it even if you don't get permission, because it's owned by everybody, or it's been given for use for everybody. Creative Commons can fall under lots of different categories. So Creative Commons is a way of creative people sharing their assets, and you can put certain restrictions. So attribution just means you can use my work as long as you say I made it and don't take credit for it. Share alike means you can use this, but you can't publish your work under a more restrictive license, as in, if I've said that it's Creative Commons attribution, you can't then publish it in a Creative Commons non-commercial because it has to be a non-restrictive license, it has to be under the same license terms. Non-commercial is what it sounds like. You're not allowed to make money out of it, so you're welcome to use it for something for free, but you can't use it for something that will make money for you or for your business. If you want to use Creative Commons non-commercial asset for your business, that just means you've got to get in touch with the original author, the person who owns the intellectual property rights, to ask for permission. But it means that you can use it for something for free, even without permission. Creative Commons no derivatives. So a derivative is something that you make based off it. So if it's no derivatives and you've got a picture of, I don't know, a skateboard, you're not allowed to digitally alter that skateboard to make it look like something else. So remember, you make your notes based on how well you did for question 3, and then have a go to the best of your ability for question 4 this week.